I became the stepmother of the mini-boss in a horror game. Everyone thought I'd be the first to die. The expendable side character fated to scream once and vanish. But who would have guessed? Just because I cooked a meal, the little boss stared at me with sparkling eyes full of anticipation? And when I took out a book to read before bed, he obediently closed his eyes and drifted off to sleep. I couldn't help but think, what a well-behaved child. Later that night, after the great boss finished his massacre and returned home, he softened his tone the moment he saw me. "My lady, you must be tired." Then the system's cold, mechanical voice echoed in my head. "Welcome to Count Alexander Smith's manor. Your new identity is that of the Count's nominal wife, the lady he just married. Maintain this role and survive 7 days in the manor. Do not act out of character. Have a pleasant death." In the blink of an eye, the shabby apartment around me melted away, replaced by a grand and ancient castle. Servants moved silently through the marble halls, dusting chandeliers and polishing floors. When they glanced at me dressed in an elegant gown fit for a countess, their eyes flickered with pity. According to the game's background notes, Count Alexander Smith was rumored to be cold-blooded and cruel, while his 6-year-old son was said to eat human hearts. A true little monster. So, naturally, every player who entered this instance prayed not to be assigned any role remotely close to the father and son duo. But me? I was oddly satisfied. In my previous life, I'd been terminally ill, my body frail, my days numbered. If my final moments could be spent enjoying a bit of luxury before dying again, that didn't sound so bad. Just as that thought crossed my mind, a deep, emotionless voice spoke beside me. It belonged to the butler. Tall, stiff, impeccably dressed in a tailcoat, his gaze colder than a morgue slab. "Madam, the young master has returned from his lessons. Please join him for dinner." Immediately, the system's live chat window exploded before my eyes. The last newbie who got called to dinner screamed when she saw the kid eating a heart, and then offered her own heart next. "This one's dead for sure. Rip, brave soul." Let's have a moment of silence. Pretending not to see the comments, I followed the butler to the dining hall. It was dusk. Under the crystal chandelier, a little boy sat waiting, clearly annoyed by how long he'd been kept. He looked around 5 or 6 years old. Pale, adorable, dressed in a tiny British-style uniform, every movement elegant and refined. Except for one detail. On the plate before him lay a human heart, still glistening with blood. When he noticed my stare, the boy's lips curved into a wicked smile. Then, right in front of me, he sliced off a piece and calmly placed it in his mouth. The live chat went wild again. "AAA, no matter how many times I see it, it's still